Well, another section of the infamous World War II lunch counter is on display at where else but the Smithsonian Museum in Washington, D.C.
Well, thank you for watching First Coast News at 5:30 in HD.
That's right. Don't go away. More HD fun. First Coast News at 6 starts right now.
Local Toyota dealerships are getting ready to repair all those recalled vehicles. A mother and baby end up in a ditch, and some young heroes come to the rescue.
It was scary to watch.
And not only could a nuclear aircraft carrier sail into Mayport, but hundreds of millions of dollars could too, after Jacksonville gets a thumbs up from the Pentagon. But first, two brothers are at odds after a third brother is killed in a senseless crime.
My brother died for nothing, basically, and that's what I'm pissed off about. I'm angry.
Good evening, I'm Shannon Ogden.
And I'm Jeannie Blaylock. We are so glad you're with us tonight.
One man, understandably, is extremely angry after police say 3 teenagers killed his brother for a mere $3.
But another brother is showing compassion for the teenage suspects. 49-year-old Grady Williamson was stabbed to death last week walking on Lem Turner Road near Edgewood. Police say the teenagers robbed him of $3, as we say, just $3. Officers say the teenagers are 16-year-old Thomas Partlow, 17-year-old Gibson Wright III, and 15-year-old Marvin Tony Clark. Chief Investigative Reporter Jacqueline Bernard joins us now, and she spoke with the victims' brothers today and some differing opinions here.
Well, Jeannie, the brothers are split on how to feel right now. One is angry, one is sad, not only about the brother's death, but also about how the boys who have been arrested in this case.
A father and grandfather, Grady Williamson, was minding his own business walking down the road when police say he was robbed by 3 kids who then stabbed him to death.
Those are kids, you know, and their mind is truly not developed to the point to grasp a good understanding about life.
They know the difference between right and wrong, and they had a knife.
2 men torn apart by their feelings. Grady was not just their brother, but also a best friend.
And it's just senseless, you know. Yeah, I'm angry. I can't hold that back.
Police say Grady was killed over a couple of bucks the teens wanted for gas money.
$3 measly? That's what pissed me off.
But as he packs up his brother's things, Patrice Williamson says he is not angry at the 3 boys. His anger is toward a system that he says has failed.
Here you got kids, you know, and these kids are black as well, you know, and their fathers are not in the home, and a lot of the mothers having to work, and, you know, it's kind of hard to make it.
While the brothers disagree on their feelings, both do agree on one thing.
Need to be punished. I mean, just because they're young doesn't excuse them for committing crimes. And I think everybody needs to know that.
Their fate is with the court system.
They say there is a lesson to be learned here, and it is simple.
It's all about education, and it all starts at home. And, you know, we have to be responsible for our children. And that's a big issue there.
Now, Grady Williamson's family tells me he was known as a guy who would help anyone out if they needed it. That is why they are confused as to why the teens didn't just take the money and walk away. Jeannie, back to you.
Hard to understand. Thanks, Jackie. The family is trying to raise money to bury Williamson in Mississippi. That is where his children and grandchildren live. Well, 2 teens are facing burglary charges in Nassau County tonight. Police say they've confessed.
Detectives say 18-year-old Brandon Joseph Claxton and a 16-year-old boy admitted to stealing items from a home on Diamond Street in Yulee. Detectives say Claxton also admitted to another burglary. Well, the man who police say crashed head-on into a St. Johns County patrol car while driving the wrong way on 9A will face charges. St. Johns County Sheriff's Deputy James Anderson was killed in that crash last month. And today, Florida Highway Patrol announced 26-year-old Chris Cadilla will face charges, including DUI manslaughter, vehicular homicide, and DUI property damage. FHP says Cadilla's blood alcohol level was .158. That is nearly twice the legal limit.
See situations like this almost on a weekly basis with regards to impaired driving and injuries resulting in a crash. And so many times when you hear law enforcement officers preaching, get a designated driver, please don't drink and drive. It's for issues like this. It's just that in this instance it affected us with one of our deputies.
And Cadell is still at Shands. Serious injuries from that crash back on the 14th of January. But once discharged, he will be transferred to the Duval County Jail. A Jax Beach man has been indicted by the federal grand jury in Jacksonville on child pornography charges. William Joseph McCarthy was indicted on 1 count of receiving child pornography, 1 count of transporting child pornography, and 3 counts of possessing child porn. Well, some UNF students are being called heroes tonight after saving a mother and baby from this overturned vehicle.
Yeah, they really pitched in. It happened this afternoon at Kernan and Alumni Drive on the UNF campus. The woman had a diabetic episode and just blacked out behind the wheel. She veered across the median and overturned in a ditch you see there. Some UNF students saw the accident and they went right into action.
We got the baby out before we flipped it over. And then we flipped it over.
It's kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah, it was scary to watch.
Good for them. We're told about 10 UNF students helped in the rescue. The mother and baby, we're told, will be okay.
All right, a look at your forecast at 6 tonight, and your plans should include an umbrella or raincoat or some coat or something of the sort. First Coast News Chief Meteorologist Tim Deegan with a first look at 6. Tim?
Thanks, Shannon. Here's why. Well, you use a Doppler and you can be your own forecaster. This is basically what's happened over the last 3 hours, and the showers will continue to work from the southwest to the northeast. In addition to that confidence that we can see it headed our way, the overall system continues to develop and intensify and produce, well, more precipitation, and much of that is headed our way. So here's the headlines. Rain first for those of you in Flagler, Putnam, and St. Johns County. In the Jacksonville immediate metro area, let's say, look for rain between about 7 p.m. and 10 a.m. And then for those of you in southeast Georgia, rain will be lingering longest. We'll take a closer look and then take you through the rest of the work and school week in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks very much, Tim. Well, after so many twists and turns for who knows how long now, it has appeared that Mayport will be home to a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. It's going to happen.
That's right. The Defense Department report to Congress recommends Jacksonville as the best place for the carrier following the decommissioning of Big John, JFK. As you see, Roger Weeder joins us now, and this carrier is going to mean a lot to a lot of people around here.
Well, Jacksonville Mayor John Payton noted today a carrier translates into roughly 7,400 new jobs. The impact annually to the economy pushes $700 million. Now, members of the First Coast congressional delegation say what the region scored is comparable to hosting the Super Bowl every year.
Mayport has been without an aircraft carrier for 3 years. The numbers are staggering on what having one back would bring home to the First Coast.
Just the carrier itself, with $500 million of construction, 4,000 sailors, their families, and all the attendant businesses that go along with that, is a huge economic shot in the arm for Jacksonville. And
Senator Bill Nelson joined Congressman Andrew Crenshaw in spelling out what the First Coast scored in what is called recession-proof national security. Work is set to begin shortly, building a foundation for a nuclear carrier.
As Bill said already, the $47 million of dredging, that's in the bank today.
The congressman says another $30 million is available to rebuild the pier. While construction will push $500 million, there's the annual impact to the economy that's just as big.
Remember this, once you've got that carrier here with an air wing on it, you've got more than 5,000 people. And that's the economic impact of one Super Bowl. And that happens year after year after year.
According to Nelson and Crenshaw, the arrival of the carrier will be anywhere from 3 to 5 years down the road, but they say also with certainty this is a done deal. Okay. Back to you, Shannon. Well, we've heard it before, but they say this time the congressional report.
All right, Roger, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Now, the future of Mayport is generating a lot of chatter on firstcoastnews.com. Let's take a look at a couple. One viewer writes to us, Mayport can be rebuilt to accommodate this new era. Just involve the longtime locals every step of the way. And one more here. Jacksonville has always been known as a Navy town. I love Mayport. I hope Mayport can somehow keep its charm along the way. Now, you can read more of these comments, or maybe you'd like to leave your own. Either way, click on this story. It's under local news.
The body of a fallen hero is returning home to the First Coast. Lance Corporal Timothy Poole Jr. was killed last month in Afghanistan, along with 2 other Marines. A landmine exploded. His body will arrive tomorrow afternoon at NES Jax. A viewing will follow at the Town and Country Funeral Home on Normandy from 6 to 8. Funeral services are Wednesday at 11 a.m. at the same location. We have a rabies alert tonight to tell you about. It's in Clay County. Here's where it is, and this comes from the health department. It's for the Middleburg zip code of 32068. That's south of County Road 218 to County Road 16. Officials say a raccoon in the area tested positive for rabies, and this alert will be in effect for the next 60 days.
State Farm customers, have you checked the mail today? Well, today is the day the insurance giant started raising property insurance rates and also started mailing out notices of non-renewal for some of you in Florida. Now, State Farm is raising property rates nearly 15%, but it's also dropping 125,000 policies across Florida. This is the result of a settlement with the state to keep the company from leaving Florida altogether. A spokesman for the company, Michael Grimes, says while the notices are going out today, customers will have until at least August 8th to find other coverage.
Affected customers will receive at least 6 months' notice prior to any non-renewal, and they will be able to work with their State Farm agents to find replacement coverage through an unaffiliated insurer.
State Farm insists it must dump these policies to reduce its exposure and improve its deteriorating financial conditions.
All right, thanks, Shannon. 2 players of the Pro Bowl are making Jacksonville proud tonight. Dan joins us in sports with the Jags players who helped the AFC emerge victorious.
I love the mascots. I mean, really, can't get off the field. Yeah. You know, a lot of people think he's a little...
Hey there, ready for some toss-up puzzle practice? Give it a try.
Come on, you can do it.
It's a phrase. WTLV NBC 12 and the home of Wheel of Fortune.
Weeknights at 7.
Facing death, a young man shared a dream that through his song, you'll find strength and cherish every moment of your life. 65 Roses, tonight at 11 on First Coast News.
Well, I guess it should really...
Well, welcome back to First Coast News in HD. Tonight we have some good news for those of you who drive Toyotas. The automaker says it's going to start fixing those recalled vehicles this week.
This week, it's recalled nearly 9 million vehicles worldwide for those faulty gas pedals. And an exclusive interview today on the Today Show, the president of the company says he is confident the problem's been identified.
This sticking pedal issue that we just announced and put a stop sale on our vehicles, we're confident that we have a fix for that.
How quickly do you think this company can fix all of these vehicles that have now been recalled?
The training has already taken place at our dealerships. Parts will be shipping today. So I think by later on this week, we will begin the process of notification to bring customers in.
And if all right, Ken Amaro's on your side with this. Local dealerships, boy, they've got a lot of work ahead of them.
They are, and they're gearing up. They expect to spend long hours, if you will, taking care of the situation. According to local dealerships, the repairs may begin as early as next week. Owners of the affected models will be notified, and each repair is expected to take about 30 minutes. Some customers just can't wait and hope that this is the solution.
Whenever the parts come in, we'll give you a call.
Bob and Arlene Simmons are loyal Toyota owners.
We like the Toyotas.
Yeah, we've
always had good luck.
We've had Toyotas for years.
But a year ago, she said her 2005 Avalon accelerated unexpectedly.
I couldn't stop. I had both feet on the brake, and I could feel the interlock brakes kicking in by the vibration that it was making, and it finally did come to a stop.
She said it happened again 6 months ago.
So you're looking forward to whatever the solution is?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, I am.
This is a non-affected pedal.
Rick Doran is general manager of Arlington Toyota.
What Toyota's done is, Ken, they've come out with a reinforcement of the pedal assembly. It's a quick fix. It takes around 30 minutes to get it fixed.
Doran says the parts will be shipped next week and customers will be notified.
Yeah, we're going to have extended hours to accommodate the customers as we get the parts in.
The gas pedal issue only affects 8 Toyota models. The manufacturers placed a stop sale on those 8 models until the gas pedals are repaired.
Well, we're going to take care of the customers first. Once the customers are taken care of, then we'll use the parts to fix the cars we have in inventory.
For the dealers and Toyota customers, the #1 automaker is doing its utmost to demonstrate that safety is indeed #1.
I really don't have anything bad to say about the company, and I just hope that they can rectify the situation because I really like the car.
Now, Doran says if someone has a concern and they can't wait, They can bring their vehicle to the dealer and they'll check it out, get a case number from Toyota to make repairs. Again, this only affects 8 models. Toyota has 11 other models that are not affected. Toyota said it will restart production of 8 models on February the 8th. The first round of repairs is expected to cost Toyota at least $250 million in warranty fees just in the United States. If you've got a question or a consumer complaint, don't get mad. Just I'm telling Ken. And go to First Coast News and zip me an email. All right. Are we looking for deal of the day? Today's deal of the day is for users of the social website Facebook. If you become a fan of Bayer on Facebook, you'll be able to register to receive a free Bayer aspirin pill holder keychain. The offer is good through the end of the year, of course, while supplies last. Go to firstcoastnews.com and click Deal of the Day.
All right, it's a plan.
Anything free? We're cool. All right, thanks very much.
Thank you,
We are enjoying our new set here. There's the Trout River, but back over to this. We're in HD. You know, when you get something new at your house, you feel like you might scratch it, or like I'm wiping off the fingerprints. And
Yeah, I don't want to alarm anybody, but I think I've already started in that direction down at this end of things.
Did you hear originally why we picked this date?
The date? No.
Well, because tomorrow's Groundhog Day.
Oh, of course,
and that would have
absolutely.
taken total attention from us. So this is Groundhog Eve. We'll talk about whether, maybe not so much for the groundhog, but for us here on the First Coast. And some of it's dependent on what's happening down there on the Gold Coast. Do you see it? Rains down there through central Florida, and some of those rains have been particularly heavy. The showers and thunderstorms have been showing vertical development. We're showing that to you there, primarily all over the Gulf Stream and off to the northeast. So this particular cluster will not be affecting us, but another cluster will be developing off to the southwest of us and will be headed our way. So we're going to work north along the coast. This is the I-4 corridor. Activity again going from the southwest to the northeast. So let's take a look to the southwest of us. To the southwest of us is Cedar Key, and this is all headed our way. Again, it's going to, is now beginning to spread over St. John's, Clay, and Putnam first, and then Flagler as well, and then we'll spread to the northeast. So here's how we pretty much look right about now, and here's how we're going to look as we go through the evening hours. And again, you're going to notice most of the motion coming at us from the southwest. You'll even see more intensity developing. I think the overall picture here is all of us can expect rain later tonight through tomorrow. The heavier rains will tend to be along the coast, and look what happens by tomorrow afternoon now. We see breaks in the clouds coming in from the west. So you folks out to the west and southwest will see some sun. You folks over southeastern Georgia, the clouds and the showers will tend to linger just a little bit longer. So here's how the weather should go. Just about all of us will be dealing with showers and maybe some rumbles during the morning, and then decreasing during the afternoon from the southwest. Most of us will see at least a little bit of sunshine tomorrow afternoon. Notice the temperatures not that cold in the morning, in the middle 50s, and then during the afternoon we'll have high temperatures in about the middle 60s. Out over the waterways, winds increasing out of the northeast, then becoming northwesterly. Surfers, that's great news as things will clean up. Boaters, again, small craft advisory in effect, and that's primarily for the offshore waters. High tide 11 o'clock, and the ocean today was just about all the way to the dunes, and I suspect it will be again tomorrow. Here it is, pretty as a picture. That'll be Wednesday. Maybe not perfect, but a decent amount of sunshine, and that's really going to be the sunshine sandwich, as we'll be ending with one wet weather system on Tuesday, and then rain beginning developing probably later Thursday. Right now, think Thursday night and Friday morning as being even wetter than the event on the way, and then as we head toward Super Bowl Eve, we'll be reminded winter is on the way with colder weather returning to the First Coast.
Good night to make a pot of chili or something. Watch the Super Bowl. There you go.
All right, did you watch the Pro Bowl last night?
Boy, a lot of people do. It was a big, big audience.
Do you know who we have
Jags
here?
doing well?
We have DH in HD.
Oh, very good,
I like that. Let's work on that promo department. MJD and David Garrard suiting up for the victorious AFC team. We'll hear their thoughts on the Pro Bowl experience next in sports.
And coming up tonight at 7, it wasn't texting that distracted one lumber truck driver. You'll see what caused this truck to go right into a house, and it could be something you do on your commute every day. Plus, think you know it all when it comes to Super Bowl? If you are a trivia king like Steve Smith or Dan Hicken, you could win a free meal from Checkers. That and more tonight at 7.
When we go to a war zone, that's our chance to make some sense of it all. I've come to so admire those in uniform and these families stateside. They are really the finest Americans I know.
NBC Nightly News with Brian Williams.
Tonight, set your sights on NBC Monday.
I can't believe that worked.
At 8/7 Central, he can handle anything Chuck can.
That is just super.
Even get the girl.
You got something on your lip.
Then on on Heroes.
The whole world is about to find out about you.
Only 2 episodes till the finale.
Keep the cameras on me.
She's gonna change everything. It's a brave new world.
New Chuck, new Heroes. Tonight at 8/7 Central on NBC.
Brought to you on WTLV NBC 12 by Comcast.
After I did win the silver medal, you learn so much about yourself. That's the best part about it. Gretchen Bleiler, Colorado. I learned to snowboard when I was 11. I loved it so much right then and there. I knew that's exactly what I wanted to do. It was just magic.
Comcast is proud to support WTLV NBC 12's broadcast of the Olympic Games starting February 12th.
KB Home presents the Open Series. All new home designs with greater flexibility, reducing the number of walls in a home to open it up and create better flow, and more square footage where you want it. See the Open Series at Summer Point in St. Augustine. Tour the model homes showcasing 2 popular home designs. Select a home site and create your build-to-order home affordably priced from the 140s. Plus, each home is Energy Star qualified, which can save you up to 45% on your energy bill. For details, visit kbhome.com.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. We're off to see the wizard.
The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Dorothy, Toto, and all their friends invite you to join them on their amazing journey from Kansas to the Emerald City. Bring the entire family to experience this beloved story live on stage.
Tickets now on sale. Charge by phone today, 632-3373.
And I got a permanent just for the occasion.
Sports is brought to you by Farah and Farah, protecting you and your family for over 25 years. In a personal injury case, coming in second isn't an option. Coming in second means you've lost, and you won't get a second chance at compensation. You've got to make your one shot count, and that's what Farah and Farah is all about. We've been protecting you and your family for over 25 years because we love to help people, we love to win, and we know how to do it. If you've been injured in an accident, make your one shot at compensation count. Call us at 396-5555.
First Coast News is now streaming online.
Just click the Live Online banner on the homepage.
News, weather, sports, and traffic reports live on firstcoastnews.com.
All right, Pro Bowl talk.
Well, they didn't beat, Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift and the gang, but
what are you going to do?
They did well. But they did okay. It's the most watched Pro Bowl since 2000, up 40% from last year, even though it went head-to-head against the Grammys. The move to the week before the Super Bowl seemed to work. So, too, did David Garrard, who threw for 180-plus yards and a touchdown. Garrard helping the AFC to that 7-point victory. All right, so Vincent Jackson did most of the work on this touchdown. And Mojo Jones-Drew, 5 carries for 30 yards. The score, AFC won the game 41-34.
I loved it. It was awesome. Hanging out with these guys, great people, great players. It was just exciting. Everybody here has been a true professional. This is something that I definitely want to be able to come back to more and more every year.
Wayne Weaver and his wife Dolores on hand at the bridge in Northeast Florida, hoping to encourage kids to get out and exercise. To help to that end, the Jaguars Foundation donating around 500 pairs of Reebok athletic shoes. It's just one way the Jags are able to give back to the community. We talked to the owner about the progress Touchdown Jacksonville is making in selling season tickets.
The effort of Revive the Pride, the community grassroots effort is really going really well. So I'm hopefully optimistic that we're going to get to our goal and sell out our stadium next year.
All right, exciting stuff here. Jags are doing their part to get fans to renew their tickets. For more on that, I'm headed upstairs to the Cush Cam, who's going to demonstrate what Jaguars organization is up to now. You see the Cush Cam. Now, let's say Cush was, ready to renew as a season ticket holder. He gets this email from the Jaguars, okay? All right. Now, what he's going to do, he's going to type in his name, and then he's going to hit the little enter thing, and you're going to get this nifty little, Cush. You are the fuel. You are the fire. You are the inspiration. You are the Jaguars. And then look at that, Cush 12. Pretty exciting stuff. You can take that little picture. Anyway, that's what's going on with the Jags right now. Let's talk about the JU basketball team. They've won 10 straight games. They're 9-3 in the Atlantic Sun. The Dolphins, too, are planning a big celebration, not just of this team, but the history of Dolphins basketball. And, gang, you're invited if you'd like to partake. It's next Friday. They're going to go through every decade, including the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 60s, the 50s. It's at 7 o'clock, and there's a number if you're interested in tickets. It's 256-7444. It'll be at the arena, and it'll be a lot of fun.
That's cool. Cushion pads and Dan in HD.
You know, Cush has been my fuel, fire, and inspiration.
A lot of people know that about Cush, yeah.
I know it. Yeah.
Thanks,
he was
Dan.
top-notch tonight, the way he types.
Very good.
Right on
And
cue.
number 12. All right, quickly, before we go to break here, all new at 11 tonight. With all the challenges in the world today, hope can be hard to find, but there is a Baker County man who really has set an example of living life to the fullest. We'll have his story for you at 11. And a very talented local Jacksonville couple was alongside the likes of Beyonce and Zach Brown at the Grammys, and one of them took home a Grammy.
Maaco paints over 500,000 cars every year, more than anyone else. And no one gets you back faster.
And now, back by popular demand, Maaco's having a sale you've been waiting for. Our presidential paint half price sale now only $249.
Auto Show, Auto Show.
You've got questions. How can I personalize my ride? Which car best fits my lifestyle? Who has the best gas mileage? How do I compare options and features? How do I know I'm getting the best value? We've got answers.
Auto Show, Auto Show.
See and compare key brands side by side. Sit in the cars, pop the hoods, kick the tires. Learn about the latest hybrids. Discover the newest technologies. The best 2010 models to suit every budget.
Auto Show, Auto Show.
All at the Auto Show.
Whew.
LSC.
Today's featured item on LSC is Florida Lotto with Extra.
There's electricity in the air.
When you play Lotto with Extra for only $1 more per play, you can multiply your non-jackpot cash prizes by up to 5 times.
That gives your ticket a whole lot of power.
Why are you humming?
Oh, it's not me. It's the ticket. It's electric.
Play Lotto with Extra today at a retailer near you.
I think it's doing something to my hair.
A little.
Comcast gives you the most choices and the best experience, like the new and improved Comcast Triple Play for just $99 a month. It gives you thousands of on-demand choices, including tons of hit movies, entire seasons of your favorite TV shows, kids programming, and even music, all available at the touch of a button. So call 877-563-1049 now and sign up for just $99 a month, and you'll get even more choices, because now you can watch many of your favorite movies and shows online too. Watch anywhere, anytime, with lightning fast speed to stream in HD. Plus, talk all you want with unlimited nationwide calling, all for just $99 a month. But hurry, an offer this good won't last forever. So make the smart choice. Call 877-563-1049 now and get the new Triple Play for an incredibly low $99 a month for 12 months. Or step up to our HD Triple Play and get up to $200 back. Hurry, call 877-563-1049 now.
There's fun for everyone at the Jacksonville Marine Association's 63rd Annual Boat Show. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, February 5th through the 7th at the Prime Osborne Convention Center. See tons of boats on display. Free life jackets for the first 100 kids. Children can participate in Captain Don Dingman's Hook the Future Kids Fishing Clinic. Boats, boats, and more boats on display all 3 days. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, February 5th through the 7th at the Jacksonville Boat Show at the Prime Osborne Convention Center. It's fun for everyone. Find out more at boatjacks.com.
Kids don't come with an instruction manual.
I got an A in my last project. My mom helped a little bit.
Thank goodness for momslikeme.com. Sharing advice from help with diapers to coupons, even romance. momslikeme.com, where First Coast moms meet.
First Coast News is now streaming live. Stay in touch with First Coast News online. News, weather, sports, and traffic reports live on firstcoastnews.com.
Well, we're laughing because, you know, we're tired of seeing all the brown out there, at least as far as the vegetation is concerned. Rain should help it out tonight and tomorrow. More rain on the way Thursday night and Friday.
I want to just warm it up a little bit, though.
We're trying. We're looking for that.
Thanks for joining us on our new set tonight.
Back in HD at 7 and 11. Good night.
firstcoastnews.com, the site of your life.
Our broadcast tonight, Americans arrested.